Hello, this is Robert Greer. This is SE456 Sprint3. I'll start by running the demo. So I have a couple of batches set up here with various values for their priority. I have heterogeneous batches with boxes and game sprites. And I've set dynamic behavior here as well, which I'll demo later. So let's see how it works. We'll start with the first task, which was renaming Sprite and Sprite Manager. So now I have SpriteGame and SpriteGame Man, and we can look at the Sprite Manager diagram here. So we have Game, SpriteGame. Okay, so now for the second task, you can see in load content, when we set up our batches, we pass in a priority. So I have a couple different priorities here. The way this works is in Sprite Batch Manager add, instead of doing the normal add method where I just add it to the front, I instead do an insertion. I provide a little command here for what it means to be less than for a sprite. In this case, it'll just compare the priority of the sprites that's being inserted, and it'll put it in the right place. Then I set up the values and I return it. So that puts it in order. So in our game, we run it. You can see at 2500, we have the sprites from the other demo. And then at 5000, we have the Angry Birds. And then at 99999, we have the boxes. So they're always on top. So you can see the demo sprites are always in the back. And then on top of them is the Angry Birds. And then on top of everything is the boxes here. And then the last batch I have is these ghosts, which are cycling through. So I have a little bit a thing in update, which actually dynamically sets the priority every couple of moments. And so they're cycling through. And if you look at the output window, you can see Pac-Man moving through the list as its priority updates and resets, which is pretty cool. So the resetting is special because it basically reinserts the node at the right place with the new value once you change it. Okay, so lastly, I'll look at the heterogeneous sprite batches. So in Sprite Batch Manager, in Sprite Batch, when we can call attach, I overloaded this to also take the Sprite box enum name. And this calls through the Sprite node, which is again overloaded to take the Sprite box name. This will call SpriteGameManager.find. This will call BoxManager.find. Either way, it now assigns it to the more general SpriteBase class. So this is a new class I added, SpriteBase, with just the abstract void render. And if we look at how that's used, when we loop through our Sprite nodes, we just call getSpriteRender. And because it's SpriteBase, it can be either one. So this is kind of that driveway analogy. We just go ahead and do it. We don't care what it is. So you can see in the demo, I have a separate batch with boxes, and then I also have a combined batch where you have both game sprites and box sprites on the same batch performing in the exactly same way, which is pretty cool. Okay, that's it for this one. Thank you.